Let's talk about the art of painter and designer Jen Aranyi. Jen works as an illustrator and graphic designer in Washington, D.C., and she also creates beautiful paintings on the side. Her style and subject matter shows the beauty of nature in a calm, peaceful way. Her paintings give the viewer a feeling of stillness and calmness. She lightly sketches her ideas using pencil first, and then paints a beautiful galaxy-like sky by blending vibrant colors of paint. When her work is dry, she uses a fine point pen or marker to outline her details with thin contour lines or outlines. Her outdoor mountain landscapes will be the inspiration for our next project. Let's take a look at how we can create landscapes like Jen Aranyi.
All right, so I've written my name on my paper, first with pencil, and then I'm going to flip it over so that it's on the back. And I'm just going to start sketching the mountains very lightly with pencil. I'm just using a kind of irregular zigzag line, and I'm not worried about, trying to make the mountains look perfect. The irregular lines of the mountains, the irregularities are going to help my mountains look more natural. So I'm just sketching very lightly. Remember, when sketching, keep your wrist loose and your pencil pressure light, and draw with light feathery lines. Sketching is just to get your idea down on paper, and keeping it light makes it easy to erase later on. After you finish sketching your mountains, very lightly with your pencil, then we can move on to painting the sky. So I've tested out some different materials for the sky to accommodate remote learners at home and also students in the classroom. Students in the classroom will be using watercolor sets to paint the sky. So that's what I'm going to be demonstrating with today. But if you are at home and you don't have these watercolor sets, you can easily substitute with watercolor pencils that I gave you in your art kit, or you could even use washable markers. If you are using either of these to color your sky, you're going to want to color the entire sky first and then add your wet brush later to the color to push the color around and watch them blend together. This one, I used markers to test it out. This one, I used watercolor pencils. And then these two, I used the watercolor set. For this project, you're going to want to choose either warm colors or cool colors for the sky. Warm colors are shades of red, orange, and yellow. Cool colors are shades of blue, green, and purple. I used cool colors for my previous example. So I think for this new one, I'm going to do the warm colors. When you finish your painting, clean up your area. Take your painting and your placemat to the drying rack, take your brush to the sink, dump your water out and put the bowl in the bowl rack. Wipe off any paint drips that might be left on your table. If you are at home, put your artwork on a flat surface and wash your brush with some soap and some water. We're going to come back to these next class when the painting is dry. We're going to add some of those details with a black marker and also add some snow or some stars in the sky with white paint if you choose. I will see you then.